Teddy Bear, Storm 9000, the Black Airbender, Rashawn.
Stuff like that.
Verbal delegation. In that society, Dr. Brown, Mr. Deity. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia, you can't fly us. Politics, money, religion.
The most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Cersei, who's represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
steps. Considerations for empowering African-centered organization by the Baba, Elder Marie Kelsey. Be sure to get your copy. And Reba Kelsey.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
Too black, you say too strong. Too black, too strong. Yeah. We were born to be great. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black. We were born to be great.
Support at GNJMedia.support. GNJMedia.support.
Mbube is an acronym. Mind, Body, and Universal Balance Empowerment Institute. It is also Zulu. It means lion, of course. With that, we're working with resiliency. We're working with trauma-informed care. With all of the mind-body connections that we need to not only address so many of our ills, but also to heal from them.
Rainier to you as well, Brother Kwame.
There's no one giant step that does it. It's a lot of little steps. Author unknown. How do you regulate? Yoga, meditation, and Mbube. Mind, Body, Universal Balance, Empowerment. We're waiting for you. How do you regulate?
Mbube Institute. How do you regulate? Get in touch with Brother Malik. All right, family, without any further ado, let's get it. Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 What? Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Family, it's time for us to get started. It is time to get started. She said, wake up and go hard. That's right, Miss Lisa Oasis. Thank you for joining us in Instagram. But hey, family, we are streaming live on Facebook. We are streaming live on YouTube. We are streaming live on D-Live. We are streaming live on Twitch. And right now, we are even streaming live on Discord. Man, family, listen. We have been totally blessed in many ways. And family, let me tell you this. Let me share this with you before we get into the toast, because we're going to salute our ancestors today, family, because that's what we do every day. For those that don't know, when we wake up, we drink our water. You know what I'm saying? We got a health ritual. We got, I got the little silly song. You know what I'm saying? People are like, but the song delivers a very serious message, family. A lot of us are not waking up and doing what we need to do. We need to start our day with some water. We need to be drinking up some water. It's very cheap, and it's a very simple but effective health maintenance tool. Many of us are walking around here suffering from dehydration, getting on motherfuckers' nerves around us, getting on people's nerves around us because we dehydrated. And then we start falling sick. Then on top of that, we're not breathing. So in the song, we talk about making sure we take our breath. Now, it's not enough just to sit there and unconsciously breathe. What I'm saying is put some thought behind it. Take your breath, lift and pour your water, move your body, family. A lot of y'all sitting still all day. Even if you on lockdown, even if you staying in the house because you don't want to go out to the world because of this coronavirus, get up and move. Now, but that's the last one. The third one is, first one is breathing, second one is water, third one is eating a culturally appropriate diet. Let me say that again. Eating a culturally appropriate diet. If you are of African descent, there are certain food items that you should be adding to your diet. I'm not telling you you can't eat your pizza. I'm not telling you you can't eat your spaghetti. I'm not telling you you can't eat your pork rind. See, I'm not on that shit, right? I choose to eat what I choose to eat, like you choose to eat what you choose to eat. But it's certain items that we need to start adding to our diet. And for those that are interested in that, go to African Heritage Diet. Look up African Heritage Diet. There's a diet specifically for every cultural group. I'm just saying, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me, right? Because a lot of these diseases are not natural to us. Shit. We ain't have diabetes before all this shit. Just letting y'all know. Before all this shit and all this pressure, we didn't, that, you know what I'm saying? The hypertension shit, all that shit is recent history. I'm just letting y'all know. It's not natural, right? So it's certain things that we can start adding to our diet, and other things that possibly, if we decide, we can start taking away from our diet to start helping us grow All right. So family, here we go. We about to get into our toast. But before we get into our toast, I have to tell y'all why I titled this what I titled it today. We struck a nerve, right? Family, check this out. Now, I just recently got on air and I shared with the family during per Ankh my military experience. It was a small military experience. I did reserves by way of National Guard. But anyway, so I get a call yesterday. Now, it's not bad enough. I want you to think about it. It's not bad enough that this is the end of my adventure, at least far as the super busy part. Now the real work start because we got to start getting ready for next year. But anyway, it's the pressures of that are piling up. So, right now I'm very irritated. So it's like, boom, it's easy. But then I get a call. Brother Hatim got a call. I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. They said I owe some money. I said, what? I got a call, right? I answered it. I got a call from a company. I ain't gonna name the company yet because I'm about to go and I'm about to write my letter. But I got a call from a company claiming that I owed a debt of over $10,000. $10,000, right? And $7,000 of it was interest. Now, I wasn't aware of this debt, right? I wasn't aware of this debt. And it appears I've been paying on this debt because they've been holding some tax money. And I'm sitting up here like, I thought that was for something else. So, of course, they tell me I'm lying. You know all about this. And it has to do with my military duty. So I call, my peoples and, I'm like, yo, I got honorable discharge, right? Got honorable discharge. How do I owe money for being in the military? I'm confused. And then, so at first I'm irritated, but then I had to kind of start laughing because I said, we doing work. We striking nerves, family. Listen. We striking nerves. Motherfuckers looking for shit. So they had to go back and find some shit that's over 27 years old. That I'm sitting up here wondering like, damn, what do I? You know what I'm saying? 27 years old. I'm just saying, right? So I just need y'all to know, the family, we are doing some work. It's going down. I'm trying to tell y'all, 2023 is fastly approaching, and y'all might not be taking it seriously, but you best understand that even those of you that's just hanging on just in case, I want y'all to know that they're going to come after your ass too. Because this is real. It's real here at Gye-Nyame Journey. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey Media all the time. And the reason I'm sharing this with you, because like I said, I'm not even concerned because this is the issue. We got a 27-year-old dad. 27-year-old supposed dad. That nobody has sent me any paperwork to prove anything. And these motherfuckers have been able to freeze my taxes. This is just the beginning. And I don't hear from these motherfuckers until we in the middle of a pandemic. They called to try to settle with me. Well, I'll settle with you right now. How much you got? I said, first off, I got $10. Second, you haven't established that I even owe this debt. Can I please get the paperwork? Better yet, why don't you give me the number to the people that you are collecting for? Because this is a collection agency. I checked it. This is a legit collection agency that's connected directly with the state of Ohio. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We making some noise, family. We shaking motherfuckers up. They gotta go and find some old shit on your boy, right? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm wondering what the fuck else is gonna pop up, right? Because the whole piece is, family, listen, I'm very serious. See, and y'all have to understand, I'm talking about a tribe, and I'm talking about a tribe of individuals, and I'm talking about a tribe bigger than the one that y'all see me with, of individuals that are truly working behind the scenes very hard to change things for black folks, at least here in Columbus, and move out nationally. See, because I think one of the issues that we have is that we kind of work backwards. We want to work from a national level down to the local levels, when in fact we might need to do both and. You understand what I'm saying? Have something working down and have something working up, and we meet in the middle, and we grab and we pull, and as we pull it, we shake it, and as we shaking, those reparation dollars just falling up out of motherfuckers' pockets. Right? So family, listen, I just need y'all to understand. Because this is the issue. Please understand. 10,000, for me at this point in my life, all the thousands that I'm throwing away and shit, you know what I'm saying, that I done wasted, you know what I'm saying, paying 10,000 back over the next few years wouldn't really be an issue. It would just be a matter of decision, because I want you to understand the precision hit, right? The paying back $10,000, or along with the compound interest that's growing with this, right, would take me off the air. It will reduce the time that I have to spend here doing this with you. I just need y'all to understand that. See, at being 50, I'm understanding how motherfuckers, how dirty people can be, right? I don't have to take you out. I just kind of got to slow you down just a little bit. I just got to slow you down just a little bit. I'm gonna trip you. I'm gonna throw these obstacles in your way. I mean, we getting up, we toasting our ancestors. We talk a little politics. We talk a little economics. We talk a little nation building. We talk a little, the only thing we really ain't talked about, ain't really ever really covered on, I guess we have a little bit. It's sports, and you know what I'm saying? We ain't hurting nobody. We ain't hurting nobody. Right? So family, let's get it. It's time for us to pour those libations. So let's get it. I got that tea. This ain't the ambrosia yet. And now I want y'all to look. Sorry about the color discoloration you have over there on Instagram. But y'all on Gye-Nyame, y'all can see the color. And of course, I don't filter mine. I filter it before I give it to people. This is just the tea. This is the green tea, and this has the honey. So I found a new place for my honey. Still Ohio produced honey, raw, unpasteurized honey, right? But I just want y'all to see the color, because I want y'all to see, because this is the tea that I made it from, and I want y'all I'm making ambrosia with. I want y'all to see how this is transformed, how the color changes, right? Let's see if we get a sound. It got a little kick. It's this is fermenting. So family, let's say you don't have a health drink and you can't get none of Brother Hatim's ambrosia, right? I got a bottle, as one of my friends call it. He say, man, you came over here with the Jethro Bodine bottle. Some of y'all might not be old enough to get that joke. But he said, you got the Jethro Bodine bottle, right? But anyway, you got Granny's Hooch. But anyway, I just got a bottle, and I got some green tea, real green tea, not that, I ain't going to say Lipton ain't real. But I'm saying, I got some real green tea. I got honey, and I just got it sitting. I don't have it
in the refrigerator. I just have it sitting, and I got something that if the pressure builds up, it can blow it off. But if you don't have access to a super, like one of those expensive health drinks, you go and ferment your own tea, right? Because right now we have the healthy bacteria and yeast from the green tea eating on the honey, right? Producing probiotics. So a lot of y'all going out buying expensive probiotics when this is probiotics is being produced in there. If you look at the glass, you can see the little bubbles forming on there. That means that the process of transformation is happening in there. Probiotics is popping off in there. Then on top of that, you get the health benefits of the raw honey, and you get the health benefits of the green tea. And you can look both of those up. And that's incredible on its own. So imagine what happens when you throw the process of fermentation, which is basically bacteria and yeast, in a sense, pre-digesting the nutrients in here, so it makes it easier for your body to assimilate the vitamins and minerals or whatever else is in here, right? And then on top of that, you ingest the living organisms that help your own microbiome, which and going a little bit deeper, your microbiome directly interfaces not only with your intelligence, right, but it also interfaces with your immune system. This is why we talk about drinking healthy. We toast our ancestors with a health drink. All right, but you can make this on your own. Just green tea and honey, and I just got it sitting for a minute. You just drink a little bit every day, right? Or you could get that ambrosia. Or you could call Brother Hatim or get in touch with Brother Hatim and be like, yo, man, I want a SCOBY. Brother Hatim, I heard you got SCOBYs. Why don't you hook somebody up with a SCOBY? Show us how to do it. Got a whole video on it, right? I took it down, but I might put it back up. I'm going to put it back up. I'm going to find a way to put it back up on a regular basis. I just have to. I'm still waiting on, because I still want to get a main driver computer. What's going to happen is that I will be able to stream from my home from anywhere I'm at, because I'm going to have one computer that's always going to be on. So I won't be able to get on that and either stream from that computer or boom, I say, boom, I just want to run these programs. Boom, boom, boom. And I could just stream straight from my home computer from a virtual keyboard somewhere else. Boom, boom, boom. Plug this one in, send it up to my Synapse system, sends out all over the world, and bow, y'all got content. We don't play here at Gye-Nyame Journey. But anyway, let's get this toast on. It's time to toast. But before we do that, I also got to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Sorry y'all can't hear that Instagram. This is a Heart of a Simple production. And of course, this is a daily toast where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. It's time for us to get it. We done blew somebody's paradigms up. They're coming out to get us. And what's crazy is when I called the place back, because after the young, because I was speaking to a young guy, I'm assuming it was a young white guy. When I called it back, because I had to go and make sure this was legit, right? I said, damn, I got a hold on my, so I call a state. They say, this is legit. I said, what? Oh, cool, let me see. All right, let me check my paperwork, okay. So I called back, and I'm talking with a brother, and I'm sitting up, he's like, family, listen. Now, so I'm going to walk through this. And I'm going to, we're going to talk, because I think it's important that, especially during these times, because what's going to happen is right now, some people are licking their chops, waiting for some of y'all to get another, if you haven't got it yet, they're waiting for another stimulus. There's a possibility that another stimulus could come. It's slight, but they're gonna have to do something. Well, anyway, they're hoping that you get enough stimulus, so you got other bill collectors out there licking their chops too, like, oh yeah, when they get this money, we gonna call them, and it's the time for us to get our money. So one of the things that I want to do, and I might do it tomorrow, whatever, is walk you through your rights when it comes to bill collectors calling you. Because you have certain rights. They have to have a certain demeanor when they talk to you. They have to stop calling if you ask them to stop calling. You can have them prove that the debt that they are talking about that you owe is actually your debt. They have to provide the burden of proof, and you can get them to do that, right? There's a way that you could get them to provide the burden of proof of this debt, right? It's certain rules that they have to follow in order to even get in contact with you. And if they're not following those rules, they can be sued. And possibly your debt can be dropped. You know, it's steps. It's steps to the game. You know the steps. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but then there's a whole nother side of the game, because I know it's some other people out there that already, you know, is listening to me and know, like, brother, I can help you. Now, the only thing I want to do is, right, if I don't owe this debt, I don't want this debt. And I'm just being very clear. If I don't owe this debt, I don't want this debt. All the other shit that you might come at me with in other conversations, I'm not willing to have them. I don't want this debt if it's not my debt. Do you understand? Very simple. Well, you know, if you can walk me through that process, that's the process I want. Right? All the other shit, you know, because I don't want to call out some of my brothers and sisters out there and shit, because, you know, because y'all call me with all types of other shit. I'm not trying to have those conversations. What I want to have a conversation is if you know how to deal with these debt collectors or something like that, you know what I'm saying, and you can walk me through a process, and even if you have a fee, you know what I'm saying, because I honestly believe in the circle of reciprocity. I keep on talking about that. I'm not somebody that's just talking that shit. I like to practice the circle of reciprocity. You know what I'm saying? If you could walk me through all that, you know what I'm saying, we could work. If not, I'm going to do my own research. And, of course, everything I'm going to get, I'm going to share with those of you on the journey, because I'm telling you right now, other people's coming. And it's time for the toast. I'm running my mouth because we got a little bit of news we got to cover. And I found the word of the day. So here we go. First off, we want to lift our glass and we want to salute the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We call on this great creator, right? In the sense that it's flowing through us, around us, through us and around us, and in all places, all times. We want to salute this creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. So we don't have to be up here arguing, right? You choose the name, we lift up our glass all together and we say, Ashe. From there, family. From there, this is where we go. Are you ready? You not ready. You ready? Okay, cool. This is where we go. From here, family, we're going to lift up our glass and we are going to toast our ancestors, our personal ancestors, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our aunts, our uncles, our friends, our family, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, those individuals who invested in you, who invested life in you, who invested what we call Ashe in you. You know what I'm saying? To help you become who you are. Provided you with the adventures, provided you with the insight, provided you with the correction, provided you with the protection so that you could grow up in a world that was designed to eat you up, but they kept you safe. So we want to raise our glass to all those ancestors. And, of course, I'm going to try to go on from memory as far as I can. Those of you that are joining us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, D-Live, you can see the Daily Toaster list up there, and you can have your ancestors' name up on that wall as well. All you got to do is hit us up within the stream, right? Right now, all you got to do is on the comment wall, throw up your ancestors. I have my black book. And a pen available. And I know some of y'all like, brother, I think we were supposed to have a show last night. I know we were supposed to have a show last night. But, I was at the office. I had to do a little bit of extra stuff. I got home, and this is crazy, as I was doing my show, I heard a funny ring on my phone. I never heard this ring before, right? And it was Brother Kwame calling me through Discord. So I pick up the call, and the call was so clear. I mean, I'm like, the call was so clear because I answered first on speaker, but his voice was crisp. I was like, damn, it's almost like he here, right? And he heard me good. So I'm sitting up here like, damn, this Discord shit is fly, right? Because we could have added another 15 people on that call. So me and him started talking, and I said, well, damn, I ain't going to do the show. So I started looking for some of my paperwork to put together for this military thing. But anyway, here we go. Are you ready? I hope so. Are you ready? Let's get it. We lift up our glass to Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Gasson, Lena, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, No More X, Sapet Maya, Ron Malika Fakur, Dr. Mary Ann Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Burford, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley and the Luxury Brother, Miss Cedar Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Winderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Beatty Farmer, Ago Sosu, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr. No. Dana Jones. Damn. Lost the rhythm. I'm sorry. W.D. Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hannah Devester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Freckle Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, where we at? Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amica Russell, Didi Monares, Gina Rube Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Elise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Ines Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Either Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue-Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenball, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwilyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McCase, Mr. Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Axe Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erskine Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raimi Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Imania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have also, in our black book, we got Joella Giles. We have, oh my God, why is my daughters just touching my book? They just trying me, y'all. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Tell Your Sisters Not to Touch My Book, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, this book, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Demonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott, Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkins, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner. We got Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilly, Angeline Gans Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Archie Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Quasi, Uncle James, Henry Monger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Miss Thornton, Johanna, Yashandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles. So I'm starting to figure out what this difference is because some last names have S's, others don't. This one didn't. James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Cream Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Taunton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnilla Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sabre Winston, Chris Kenny, Margaret Mentor, Mary Smith, Juanita, Juanette Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl Williams Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle. We have Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter. Family, we raise our glass. We salute each and every last one of these ancestors with one rousing Hashay. All right, cool. From there, family, move to the present moment. What's popping off in the present moment? Right now, family, we are on Nia. I want to give all of the Nia babies a round of applause. These Nia babies are the bomb. They really all are babies. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with that crowd, but y'all better get it together. All right. Anyway, today is Nia family. I'm asking you, as I usually do on a daily basis, activate those reticular formation. It's time for us to seek out Nia family. And if you don't know what Nia means purpose. And that means that you need to join us on our free GNJecourse.com. Join us on our site, free GNJecourse.com, so that you can learn what day you was born on, right? So that you can start claiming your principle, looking out for it, and joining the group chat for your principle. Anyway, Nia means purpose. Demonic principle of the day is balance. Color is yellow, as you can see by the beautiful yellow shirt that I have on right now. Rhythm is the hermetic law of the day. Male name for the day is Kofi. Female name is Afua. What's up, Afua? All right, family. So, we raise our glass to this present moment. You know, y'all know the importance of the moment. Hopefully y'all do. Those of you that's been listening long enough, you know the importance of the moment. Raise that glass for this moment, realizing that you have to keep your pact with your ancestors and keep your promise to our future generations. Even though it ain't come out your mouth, it's a fact. Those of you that's out here believing that you are an individual, you are connected to a whole tribe of individuals that you are responsible for in this life and the next life. And you are connected to a whole group of ancestors that you owe. So go and get up out of that fake ass individualism that you believe that you built your life on. You built your life. You wouldn't have been able to build your life if your ancestors weren't involved in it. If your ancestors ain't fight to give you the space for that shit. So nothing you have belongs to you. All right, cool. So, all right, family. So here we go. We are raising our glass to the present moment, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we move to? How do we move? Right? From the present moment, we move to our future generation. We raise our glass. We salute all of our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And what we say Ashe. From there, family, we move from our children to all of our relations, and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go? Family, of course you know where we go. From all of our relations, where we going? From all of our relations, we move to that selfish toast. It's for you. What is it that you need in this moment to move towards the greater you? And we say Ashe. From there, we toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most upright, outstanding, the most beautiful person in the room, the wisest person in the room, the strongest person in the room, the bravest person in the room. I toast you. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, we wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. As we say in Gye-Nyame, right? Cat in. Because this is our thing, right? Speaking of our thing, June 20th, June 20th, we will be having the DigiFest from Juneteenth to Malcolm X. Come out and check us out. See what's going to be happening. We are going to have Philip Shock Matthews. We are going to have Brother Shaka, the Brother Shaka Experience. We are going to have Brother Malik. We're going to have Sister Roni, and they're going to do some demonstration as far as the yoga, some virtual yoga with you, right? We're gonna have some entertainment. We're going to have some other entertainment. And brothers and sisters, I am proud to say that we have Brother Greg Carr that will be coming out to join us and have a discussion with the family. Man. Oh, it's going down here the journey. We ain't sleeping on our laurels. No. That ain't what we doing. We out here working, right? We out here working. Even though we got that position. We done pissed some people off. I love it. Let me drink some of this tea for you. Because maybe we'll be able to use the word of the day. Let's see if I got the word of the day up on the screen. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I can use the word of the day for this one. Y'all ready? Let's go and check out the word of the day. You know, I know I'm supposed to do that every day, but shit, y'all ain't nobody out here reminding me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't reminding me. So here we go. Word of the day. Soupçon. I like the way they do that seed here. Soupçon. What does it mean? Soupçon. Well, they with a damn definition. Definition and examples. May 22nd, the word of the day. Soupçon. A slight trace as of a particular taste or flavor. Soupçon. Let's look at it. How is soupçon used? All right, wait, they got something to play here. Let's see.
It's May 22nd, and depending on how hungry you are, today's word of the day might sound like an invitation to dinner. Soupçon. Really, the word is soupçon, spelled S-O-U-P-C with a cedilla O-N. Soupçon is a noun meaning a slight trace as of a particular taste or flavor. Here it is used in a sentence about food. The flavor was robust with a soupçon of cinnamon. And here it is used more broadly. She detected a soupçon of sadness in his otherwise cheerful letter. Soupçon has a wonderful origin story. It may not surprise you that the term is borrowed from French, but it developed from an old French term that means literally suspicion, anxious, worry, which reminds us of the English noun sense of suspicion, meaning a slight trace, hint, or suggestion, as in a suspicion of a smile flashed across her face.
Share
we suspect you're hungry for more.
With suspicion.
Get the full dish at Word of the Day by Dictionary.com.
That was pretty good. Word of the day yesterday was jawbone. Jawbone. To attempt to influence or pressure by persuasion rather than by exertion of force or one's authority, as in urgent voluntary compliance with economic guidelines. Jawbone. Let's see how they say it.
Jawbone.
They ain't trying to jawbone me. But anyway, yeah, they trying to jawbone me, right? But let's go on look at it. I got two things. First off, last night the teacher was on. Last night, they got us up here live. Daily Toast, Nia, G&J has struck a nerve. We up live on the top. Okay, live now. Y'all want to watch it? All right, let's see. Now we ain't going to watch it. So, it's supposed to be in post. I forgot I had to restart my computer. Soupçon. So last night, We had mindfulness Thursdays. You know, I do the push-ups later. That's Ujima. This is my sister up here talking, Sister Janice. Although you can't see her, it's on Instagram. But check out her art. You know what I'm saying? Doing that reciprocity in the black community there. Look at that. That's that beautiful black art. So she had a real good conversation, once again, on how to assist your children during this time of COVID. So go and check that out if you're looking for some ideas. But this is the article I wanted to cover. You thought Corona was bad. Now the truth rises. Uh-oh. This Franklin County news. So if you ain't from Franklin County, you might not want to check this out. This is CNN by Leah Ash-Melash. Official in the largest county in Ohio say racism is a public health crisis. What? Say what? Did y'all know this? All right. Racism has officially been declared a public health crisis in Ohio's largest county. And do you know what Ohio's largest county is? Commissioners in Franklin County, which encompasses the state's capital, Columbus, passed a resolution on Tuesday that asserts racism rises to the definition of a public health crisis proposed by Dr. Sandro Gye-Nyame. Gye-Nyame, dean at Boston University School of Public notes, a public health crisis is when the problem must affect large numbers of people, it must threaten health over the long term, and it must require the adoption of large-scale solutions. So, is racism a, what they call it, public health crisis in your neck of the woods? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, I want to meet this Frank. I want to meet this board, this commission with the commissioners in Franklin County, right? This is why we got to learn politics, because I'm sitting up here commissioners. Who is a commissioner in Franklin County? How do you become a commissioner in Franklin County? What type of powers do commissioners in Franklin County have? How do you become one? Can we get some commissioners by 2023? I'm dreaming big. I want y'all to think about that, all right? And if anybody had answers to those questions, you know what I'm saying, when we have our call-in show tomorrow, because we're going to have time tomorrow, call in and let us know. Those of you that are politically savvy, because we're going to start having some political education stuff online, and also there's other groups out here like ADOS, Columbus, that are we're striving, right? We are striving as a total village to try to get some educational, political education popping off. Because a lot of us, it's stuff going on around that we don't even know. Like, I have to stress, I went to the polls, and I was shocked at how many people ran on the polls, and I was shocked at how many jobs are held that requires votes for you to even get. Come on, family. Come on now. So it's a lot of work. So we got Gye-Nyame, dean at Boston University School of Public notes, a public health crisis is when a problem must affect large numbers of people, it must threaten health over the long term, and it must require the adoption of large-scale solution. The county's resolution references more than 100 studies that have linked racism to worse health outcomes and outline the way systematic racism impacts multiple areas of life, including housing and education. So, racism has been declared a public health crisis in Franklin County. Man, it's a good day to be alive. Racism unfairly disadvantages specific individuals and communities. We need some specifics. Okay. While unfairly giving advantage to other individuals and communities. We need specifics, and saps the strength of the whole society through the waste of human resources. The Board of Commissioners resolution states, and Franklin County's collective prosperity depends on the equitable access to opportunity for every resident, regardless of color of their skin. All right, we're going to see. Because now y'all done gave me something to push. So they go into the coronavirus, a contemporary example of such disparities. See, You know, like I said, we could curse this damn virus, but this virus has exposed some shit in every city that we live in that needed to be exposed. See, it's nothing like a pandemic that helps pull the covers up off of what's going on. We know that there's a wealth disparity, but we never really got to experience it until, you know, you got to shelter at home and you ain't got no goddamn wealth to pull on. I'm just saying. Because shit, you know, some of us is pulling through by the skin of our teeth. And it's like, oh shit, I didn't know my kids ate this much. Thank you, schools. You know, a lot of y'all gonna appreciate school for real when we go back. Because you be like, damn, I did not know that they was this active. You don't want to say bad. They was this active and didn't hear that well. I took her to the ear doctor, but they told me that there was nothing wrong with her hearing, but there has to be because I tell her the same shit over and over again. But teacher, I appreciate you. Here's an extra $20 a month to supplement your pay because I can't do what you do. And also, we want to donate some money to the school. You know, bring some extra food to the school because these motherfuckers eat up some food. Y'all don't appreciate school. I'm just letting you know, addressing injustice caused by racism. So you go through this and you can read this whole thing for yourself. I'm not going to read it for you because I have a very intelligent family, audience base, very intelligent. Right, so we could discuss this a little bit more on our Toastin Talk when we call in, because I'm gonna have the lines open. I'm also gonna have the Discord open because family, the black signal is moving to Discord. After the call from Kwame last night, I am moving forward 100% with this whole Discord thing because Discord is the shit. But anyway, family, this is Brother Hatim. I want to thank you for joining us. I am up, I am out, and all I can say is peace.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greeks.
So.
The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans.
I think so,
that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
steps, considerations for empowering African-centered organization by Elder Mariba Kelsey. Be sure to get your copy available on Mariba